I am almost a whole day old now. I arrived yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? It could be that it was the day before yesterday and I wasn't noticing. Very well. It will be best to start right and not let the record get confused. For some instinct tells me that these details are going to be important to historians someday. For I feel exactly like an experiment. Yes, experiment. My, that's a good word. No one could feel more like an experiment than I do. I'm convinced that's what I am. An experiment. So then, if I'm an experiment, am I the whole of it?
This new creature with the long hair is a good deal in the way.
No, I think not. Though I am the main part of the experiment, the rest has its share in the matter.
It is always hanging around and following me about. I don't like this. I'm not used to company.
Is my position assured, or do I need to watch it and take care of it?
I wish it would stay with the other animals.
I will have to be watchful, for some instinct tells me that eternal vigilance is the price of supremacy. Not a bad phrase for one so young.
Perhaps if I keep a chronicle of my thoughts, it'll keep my mind off that creature. Cloudy today, wind in the east. Think we shall have rain. We? Where did I get that word from?
And since vigilance is nourished by observation, I shall write down everything I've observed. Now let's see. I've observed that there are too many stars in some places, and not enough in others. Oh, and last night the moon got loose, slid down, and fell out of the sky. A very great loss. Oh, it pains my heart to think of it, for there isn't another ornament like it for beauty and finish. It should have been fastened better. Oh, I do love moons. They are so pretty and so romantic. I wish there were 5 or 6. I would never tire of looking at them. Stars are good too.
I wish it would not talk.
Stars would look nice in my hair. Though I don't suppose I could ever get them. Though they don't look it, they are very far off. This is a fact I proved last night when I tried to knock some down with a pole. I even tried throwing clods at them until I was all tired out, but I didn't even get 1 star. Perhaps it's because I am left-handed and cannot throw good. I even tried gathering some at the extreme rim of the circle, but it was too far and turning cold. But I found some tigers and nestled among them, which was comfortable. And their breath is sweet and pleasant because they live on strawberries. I'd never seen a tiger before, but I knew them in a minute by their stripes.
It is always talking.
Today, I'm getting better ideas of distance. Because I reached for a beautiful flower, which was but 6 inches away, but seemed a foot, alas, with thorns between, I learned a lesson. Also, I made up an axiom, my very first, all out of my own head. The scratched experiment shuns the thorn. Rather good for one so young.
Bidding's ending the great waterfall. It is the finest on the estate. I think someday soon, I'd like to dive off it.
I followed the other experiment around the other day at a distance to see what it might be for. I was not able to make out. It has frowsy hair and brown eyes. It has no hips and tapers like a carrot. When it stands, it spreads itself apart like a derrick. I think it may be architecture. Anyway, though I thought it was going to chase me, I found it was only trying to get away. I've got it up the tree again.
Silence are all I ask for.
They returned the moon last night, and I was so happy. I think it was very honest of them. It slid down and fell off again, but there's no need to worry when one has that kind of neighbors. They will fetch it back. I wish I could do something to show my appreciation. I should like to send them some stars, for we have more than we can use. But perhaps you care nothing for such things. It has low taste and is not kind. Yesterday, at twilight, it crept down and tried to catch some of the little fishies that play in the pond. Have you no heart? No compassion for those little creatures? Can it be that you're designed and manufactured for such ungentle work? I had to clod it to make it go back up the tree again and let them alone. It took one of the clods in the back of the ear, and it used language.
Ah!
It was the first time I had ever heard speech, except my own.
Oh.
I didn't understand the words, but they seemed expressive. You can talk? Oh, I love to talk. I talk all day and in my sleep too, and I'm very interesting. But if I had another to talk to, I could be twice as interesting and would never stop if desired. Try as I may, I cannot fathom what the other experiment is. It isn't a carrot, nor a derrick, and it isn't put together securely enough to be architecture. It must be a he. Then you're not an it, that wouldn't be grammatical. You are a he. In that case, one would parse it thus. Nominative, he. Dative, him. Possessive, his'n.
I think I'll go dive off that waterfall.
You mean Niagara Falls?
Why Niagara Falls?
Because it looks like Niagara Falls?
That's no reason. That's mere waywardness and imbecility. The new creature names everything before I get a chance, and always the same pretext is offered.
It looks like the thing.
There's the dodo, for instance.
When the dodo came along, he thought it was a wild cat. I saw it in his eye. But I saved him, and I was careful not to do it in a way that would hurt his pride. I said, casually, well, I do declare if there isn't the dodo, without seeming to be explaining.
Yes, but why dodo?
Because it looks like a dodo.
The dodo will have to keep that name, no doubt. It worries me to fret about it. It does no good anyway.